we open up on this image. So I warn you now, spoilers are coming. In my opinion, some of the best channels on YouTube can make a video about anything. This is not one of them, so I'm just gonna say what's on the top of my mind. Most videos begin with a hello or welcome, hi or whatever hi is in Czech. But this is not like most videos. I'm gonna dive into whatever subject thing this might be classified as. So what about that Kingdom Hearts? That story that puts much attention into the divide between light and darkness. That becomes a binary take where a boy who is about to become a man puts value in both. Through his adventure he visits many worlds, but one is missing, Zootopia. Maybe that's his next stop for Kingdom Hearts 4? Wouldn't that be seriously killer? Think about it. Again, seeing Sora as an animal but does that mean the opposite effect for Donald and Goofy, making them human versions? I don't want to even think about it. It might mess with some people's sanity, but there's a lot of potential there. It's gotta be a popular pick for K8s, right? It's one of the company's most well-loved flicks. Probably its most sociological. It's such a creative idea, using the creatures that we share the planet with as metaphors about the things we face and deal with. Even though it's certainly nothing new, it dates back to Orwell, and probably even older. I mean, you telling me that the tale of Piglet Bland wasn't a metaphor for the McKinley assassination? And while Animal Farm is a brilliant critique on the USSR and corruption of power, the 2016 hit gives us a new view of a furry utopia where the danger of it becoming a dystopia shows a complicated dimension of our leading stars. We can easily see ourselves in this story. But is there a message to all this? Apart from, you're never meant to call a bunny cute. That's a big no-no. I don't know and I don't care. Possibly is one of those works where anyone will get something out of it. It took to a lot of moviegoers, and to those who shouldn't be going to movies. And that's impressive because of its topical context. It's clearly going to be controversial, and heck, even you can find this video controversial. But that appeal to people was on purpose, despite how old you are and where you're from, because they've mastered something many have missed. You see it in media, movies, documentaries, books, games, and while there's always been controversial art, the ones that are used as a sole device for their agenda will always piss people off. And even for the people who don't know why they're being pissed off. How do they do it? Well, the most remarkable way was from The Twilight Zone. The only good one. While the show was no stranger to iffy subjects, that even got one episode banned, there was no partisanship there. And the most interesting example of this was from Season 3, The Mirror, starring Peter Falk, who plays a Central American dick/prez who comes to power. The only way he can hold on to that power is bloodshed. You see, the room he takes up office in is where a normal-looking mirror resides. It has unseen supernatural powers that gives visions of a potential future. It's basically a Macbeth complex. What happens is a series of killings until he can't even trust himself. It's Rod's genius where we don't really fully understand what's going on. Is the mirror really warning him, or is it reflecting his darkness? Of course, the biggest reference is to Fidel Castro and the Cuban Revolution. It's a difficult bit of history to satire, but like Zootopia, there's no agenda here. You can even be on any side of the political spectrum to get what everyone else gets from it and see what you want to see. Just like that creepy-ass mirror. In that way, it made it more thought-provoking than if they just went to one side. Just like Zootopia does. And that's why you enjoy it so well, while something like Vox never will. So please remember, if you're holding a glass or any kind of quirky food substance, give a toast to Zootopia 2 to get down that same magic. Or toast to seeing Toontown in Kingdom Hearts. That would be good, right? Alright, I'm gone now. Wait a minute, Disney owns Fox. That could be a Butch Cassidy world. Or Alien. Patent.